He appealed to the striking doctors to return to duty, stressing that arrangement has been made for the payment of their salary arrears in this week. Resident doctors in the hospital had last Friday commenced an indefinite strike over alleged non-payment of 6 months' salaries. And a relative of a patient admitted in the Maitama District Hospital, Abuja, Loretta Jibril, is now in trouble for physically assaulting and stripping naked a female medical doctor at the hospital. The Nigerian Medical Association has vowed to ensure the arrest and the prosecution of the culprit. NMA FCT chapter chairman Dr. Philip Ekpe says a female medical was assaulted for refusing to carry out blood transfusion on a stroke-ridden patient as requested by the family members. Clevy TV's Rose Aldo completes the story.
The doctor, whose identity is being withheld for security reasons, had refused to administer blood to the patient as she noted that it wasn't required. However, rather adhering to her medical advice, she was reportedly thoroughly beaten up by relatives of the patient. Briefing newsmen on the incident, the NMA FCT chairman, Dr. Philip Ekpe, said assaulting a health practitioner is totally unacceptable and that the infraction must be addressed with immediate effect to serve as a deterrent to others with similar disposition.
NMA FCT condemns this recurrent and frequent abuse, assault, and molestation of doctors and health workers in FCT hospitals by patient relatives. A handful of patient relatives have developed penchant of taking laws into their hands whenever they are dissatisfied or the management is at variance with their perceived misconceptions. This particular case was that of a chronic illness or a chronic medical condition that was giving standard quality care comparable to best practices. Unfortunately, the patient did not respond adequately and died. In the course of management, patient relatives had insisted on blood transfusion, which was not required because the blood volume was normal and would further complicate the present condition, leading to mismanagement. The relatives had threatened to kill the doctor for refusing their request despite adequate counseling and explanation.
Speaking further, Dr. Philip Ekpe called on the FCT Minister, Muhammad Bello, to take appropriate action and ensure that justice is served, as medical doctors are no longer safe even at their duty post.
NMFCT demands that the considered authorities at different levels, the medical directors and the hospital management, the general manager, hospital management board, the honorable secretary, health and human service secretariat, MDs of all the other hospitals in the FCT should, as a matter of urgency, institute workable mechanisms to prevent further occurrences of this dastardly act on health workers. NMFCT call on the Honorable Minister of FCT, Malam Muhammadu Bello, to deploy appropriate security measures to protect the lives and properties of FCT citizens, including health workers who are at risk on their duty posts. NMFCT is also supporting and carrying out either a protest rally or a down tool to prove further how unsatisfied we are that patients and patient relatives are now beginning to assault doctors in their various hospitals, that the hospital is no longer a place of safety for the health workers.
The NMA noted that assault on its members is completely unacceptable and will not be tolerated, saying it is unheard of for professional medical advice to become a subject of physical attacks on medical doctors. Rose Audu, reporting for Clearview Television.